If I told you that good old sauerkraut could sharpen your brain, you'd probably laugh. But you shouldn't. Fermented cabbage, like sauerkraut, is a rich source of probiotics that support gut health and, in turn, may boost cognitive function. Research shows that regularly eating fermented foods could be linked to better memory and a lower risk of cognitive decline.
Probiotics and brain health. The probiotics found in fermented foods influence the brain through the gut-brain axis. They help maintain a balanced gut microbiome, which can reduce inflammation and improve both mood and cognition. Fermented foods and cognitive function. Some studies suggest a link between fermented food intake and improved cognitive abilities in older adults. For example, research published in Neuroscience and Behavioral Reviews points out that fermented foods may enhance brain performance by positively affecting the microbiota-Kiszecznik-Mózg connection. The gut-brain axis. The gut-brain axis is a two-way communication line between the central nervous system and the gut. Fermented foods can modulate this pathway, influencing the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, and in doing so, improve mental clarity and emotional balance. Part 2. AG Yolk. Brain fuel after 60. Ah, those yolks. Picture this. It's morning. You open the fridge. On the shelf, eggs. Ordinary, familiar, almost invisible among today's superfoods. But the egg yolk? It's like a USB stick full of memory and brain power. Nutritionists from the University of California, Davis, conducted a study. People over 60 who ate eggs daily performed better on information processing tests. Choline, the invisible neural accelerator. Choline isn't just another scary word on a supplement bottle. It's an essential nutrient that builds acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter vital for memory and attention. One egg yolk gives you almost 150 milligrams of choline. Now consider this. Adults over 60 need 425 to 550 milligrams of choline a day. Just 3 yolks, and your brain feels like it just came out of a luxury spa. At Harvard, they even joke, choline is like caffeine, just for your neural pathways. Acetylcholine, memory in a capsule? Almost. This neurotransmitter is so crucial that its deficiency has been linked to Alzheimer's disease. Here's a real story. Joanna, 68, from Austin, Texas, started eating eggs every morning after retiring, on her nutritionist's advice. 6 months later, she wasn't just solving Sudoku faster. She started writing stories again. I felt like someone switched me back on, she said. Nutrients without the guilt. Some still fear the cholesterol in egg yolks, but that's a myth. Recent guidelines from the FDA and AHA no longer limit egg intake for older adults. On the contrary, eggs are now praised as a rich source of lutein, an antioxidant, as well as vitamins B12 and D, all of which support cognitive performance. Lutein not just for your eyes, but also your brain. Lutein is best known for protecting vision. But here's what's fascinating. It also builds up in the brain, especially in areas linked to learning and memory. Studies at the University of Georgia showed that older adults with higher lutein levels had faster reaction times and better focus. And where do you find lutein in high amounts? That's right, in egg yolks. Age isn't a sentence. If your plate is smart, the American Geriatric Society highlights eggs as an ideal breakfast for older adults. Why? Because they're easy to digest, filling, gentle on the digestive system, and packed with everything the brain needs. Another story. Richard, 72, from Portland, struggled with brain fog after lunch. After switching to a breakfast of eggs and veggies, his cognitive clarity improved. I used to forget why I walked into a room. Now, I remember faster and focus better. A little biochemistry, without the headache. Yolks stimulate methylation, a complex but vital process. It helps activate smart genes, protects your DNA, and supports neural connection building. If you want your brain to run like a Tesla after a software update, choline, B12, and D from yolks will get you there. When to eat eggs, timing matters. Timing is key, especially for older adults. A breakfast with eggs kickstarts brain activity for the whole day. Morning protein and fats help stabilize blood sugar levels and uplift your mood, leaving you not just energized, but sharper. What science says. The numbers, Framingham study, USA. Older participants with higher choline levels had a 30% lower chance of developing dementia. Another NIH study. Participants who ate eggs 5+ times a week performed better on verbal memory tests. Memory, the first sign that you're on. If you've felt that tip of the tongue moment more often or struggle to remember names and weekdays, add egg yolks to your breakfast. It's not a magic cure, but it's a solid brick in the foundation of long-term brain health. Part 3. Beetroot. Brain doping after 60. Boring beetroot? Not even close. Forget the sad cafeteria version. Beetroot isn't just a dull side dish, it's a natural neuroaccelerator. Researchers at Wake Forest University in North Carolina found something amazing. People over 60 who drank beet juice daily increased brain blood flow by 26%. Why does that matter? Because blood flow delivers oxygen, glucose, and nutrients, everything your brain runs on. Beets equals more blood equals clearer thoughts. As we age, our brain's blood supply weakens. It's like trying to work with Wi-Fi that cuts out every 5 minutes. Beets contain natural nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels. It's like opening a highway straight to your hippocampus, your brain's memory center. Nitrates, not the scary ones from sprayed veggies. Let's be clear, we're not talking about the harmful nitrates from pesticides. These are natural nitrates found in fresh beets. They're safe, and according to NIH research, they may even protect blood vessels from inflammation. In older adults who experienced chronic fatigue and brain fog, just 2 weeks of morning beet juice led to a 12% improvement in thinking speed. Story time. How a grandma from Florida outsmarted her grandkids in a quiz night. Gladys, 74, from Orlando, started drinking beetroot juice in the mornings, just out of curiosity. A month later, she won the family round of Trivial Pursuit, a game where she used to come in dead last. I didn't become a genius, she laughs, but I'm definitely thinking faster. Even my grandkids noticed.
This content is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you or someone you know experiences any of the symptoms described, seek medical attention immediately. Don't take chances with your health. Acting quickly could save a life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving information. Your awareness could be the reason someone gets help in time.
Oxygen. Fuel for your neurons. Your brain uses about 20% of the oxygen in your entire body. When oxygen levels drop, you forget words, lose focus, feel foggy and tired. The nitrates in beetroot work like a turbo boost, especially in critical brain areas, like the frontal lobes, responsible for decision-making and memory. NASA and beets? Yep, you heard that right. Beet nitrates even caught NASA's attention. Why? Because they help maintain healthy blood vessel function in astronauts. If it works in space, just imagine how well it works in your kitchen slippers back here on Earth. Neuroplasticity, your chance to rewire. Beets don't just increase blood flow, they also enhance neuroplasticity. That's your brain's ability to build new connections. The more circulation you have, the better your brain can relearn, like picking up piano, learning Spanish, or, yes, even mastering TikTok after 60. How to take it. Simple, tasty, effective. Fresh beetroot juice is one of the best ways to get a healthy dose of natural nitrates. About 100 to 200 ml a day is enough. Add a little apple juice or ginger to smooth out the taste. And timing matters. Drink it in the morning on an empty stomach for the strongest effect. Not a magic pill, a daily habit. You might feel the first effects in 5 to 10 days. But for real results, you need consistency, 3 to 4 weeks minimum. Think of it like fitness for your brain. Regular effort builds up. After a month, you'll notice better focus, less fatigue, a clearer head. Science says it works. University of Exeter, USA. After just 2 weeks of beet juice, older adults showed improved cognitive resource usage on MRI scans. In a 2023 study, participants aged 65 plus reported a 19% drop in symptoms of mental fatigue and a boost in mental energy. After 60, your brain doesn't have to slow down. It can actually work better than it did in your 30s. The key? Don't leave it running on empty. Mental power isn't just about good genes or luck. It's a daily decision, a choice in what you eat, how you feed your neurons, and where you invest your energy. Nuts, fatty fish, dark chocolate, beets. These aren't just foods. They're tools. Tools for clarity, focus, emotional balance, even protection against dementia.
Recommendations: add one brain food at a time. Start with a week of nuts, then add fish, then bring in beetroot. Step by step, eat these foods earlier in the day. Your brain is more receptive to nutrients in the morning. Combine food with movement. Even a short walk after your beet juice boosts circulation and oxygen delivery. Don't overcomplicate it. The best solutions are often the simplest. These aren't magic pills from a lab, they're whole foods from the farmer's market. Breathe deeper, drink water, get enough sleep. Your brain isn't just what you eat, it's how you live. Let your brain at 60 move faster than it did at 40. Because age isn't a red light, it's a green one. A new chapter. And a sharp, focused, powerful mind? That's the best way to live it fully.